Three, two.
What's up, guys? This is Chaos Marvel 41. I'm doing a deck profile for a friend of mine's on his channel. I guess people wanted to get a dope profile of the deck, so I'm going to be profiling Chaos Dragons. So here we go. I'm going to go through it real quick, so I'm wasting time. So it's 3 Dark Flares, 3 Light Pulsars, 1 Chaos Sorcerer, 1 BLS, 1 Dark Arm, 1 Red Eyes, 1 Eclipse Wyvern, 2 Tour Guides, 2 Veilers, 3 Lilas, 3 Rykos, 2 Trigodias, 1 Thunder King, 1 Gores, 1 Sangan, 1 Knight Assailant, 1 Honest, 3 Spies, 1 Guard. Spells, triple recharge, double MST, Mind Control, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, staple stuff, Dark Hole, and Allure.
Why do you have that stuff?
Because it's good.
Extra deck, typical extra deck stuff. Oh, so you can see it.
We're not bouncer.
I had Bounce in here, but I traded it earlier today because a friend of mine really needed it. So, you know, I think about my friends before myself. So I traded him the Bouncer. So
What do you add in?
I'll tell him.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get another Bounce. I'm not worried about that. So that's what's going on there. No, I don't like a Tom.
Yeah, he's not that great. Should use Swordbreaker. He's okay.
Side deck stuff. Kind of an experimental side deck a little bit, but it works for me today. 2 Legion of Lights, really good card against agents, really funny. Chaos Dragon Mirror Matches is good. Maxi, DD Crows, 1 Reaper, 1 Veiler, 2 Soul Takers, 2 Chalices against any Insectors or Dino Rabbit Mirror Matches or matches or whatever. 2 Dust Nados and 1 MST.
Okay.
Took them out.
They're slow.
They're slow.
Outcake's real.
You guys have any questions before I ask or no?
No.
Ask
Do
away.
you have any questions?
Everybody's been asking me about the spy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
The spies and guards I got from a friend of, idea from a friend of mine's. But
They assume it's Reiko.
yeah, people. Oh yeah, that's one of the other reasons. People assume it's Raycom setting and they're attacking to it and they hit the guard, and it gives me it pins 1 card out of the deck. Also, I'm waiting for Lava Loud Chain to come out. Obviously, everybody knows what that does. And Chaos Dragons is ridiculous. Obviously, you get your light dart set up turn 2, and you pretty much just, if you have the right cards in your hand, you just go nuts. Obviously, you know, the spy, hit the spy, get guard, overlay for chain, send a dark, dump wyvern. Obviously, everybody knows all that stuff already. So, plus, these guys are pretty annoying when people can't get over them, so it allows me to stall a little bit. It's almost like Reaper a little bit.
Make Roach in the mirror.
And I can make Roach in the mirror. And it just adds more flexibility to the deck. That's all. Also, I attacked Mind Control, as people saw. This is really good against Rabbit. If they have a slow hand, and I have a level forward hand, I can take their guy and not allow him to sit on their dinosaur for a turn. And I can make Lava Chain out of that too, set my plays up a little bit, so it works.
Is there any crazy combo that you come up with?
The crazy combo with chain?
No, in your deck wise, any combo that in particular, because you've been using this deck for how many months or weeks?
I've been using this since probably when it first came out.
Sometimes.
I mean, the deck is typical. Like it has its typical combos. Honestly, I can't think of any combo that's not better than the other. Because usually when it derps off, it derps. So, like, I wanted to do something new. And that's why I kind of added these, because I was making Dimensional Fishers and Card Troopers, and in this format they're kind of bad because they're a little too slow. Even though Spy is slow too, but if Spy is allowed to stay on the field, then she creates ridiculous pluses.
It's a he, by the way.
Well, okay, you can call it. I call it an it then, because you can't even tell if it's a she or a he.
It's a he because you can tell.
It's supposed to be shoddy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, it's a he. All right. Well, he does derpy things.
So you take out Rykos for Spy. And
No,
guard.
I took out Dimensional Alchemists and Card Troopers.
Oh.
Because when people running Macro Rabbit, we're prevalent around here. It's kind of bad.
I mean, what? Go ahead.
I mean, I don't want to be milling all my stuff out of play. You know what I'm saying?
Also, Card Trooper gets run over by Guaiva.
Yeah, if it gets run over by Guaiva, then they make Doka Lagia, and I'm pretty stressed. But at least with this guy face down, they run to this guy. They're not making Lakidoka that turn, and I have 2 walls on the field that they have to get over. And even with Lance, even they have it makes their Lance is dead against this too because Lance only targets the attack, not the defense. So, and then Lava Chain, you can make Lava Chain out of these guys, and then it does ridiculous stuff. So that's pretty much why I put them in here. Plus, the Gusto Emerald, ridiculous mid late game. I could do that too. So it kind of opens up, it makes the deck a lot more flexible. So.
With the next set coming out, this month, this late month, are you going to think about fixing your deck by taking out some stuff, or just gonna have it the way it is right now?
It all depends on what gets played. Like, a lot of people have been talking about the Fire Fist people. I know Mermos is supposed to be getting a really good exceed out of that set that makes them really good. The Fire Fist guys seem really nice, and they're pretty derpy. So I may have to make changes to the side deck to account for that.
But no change to the main deck at all?
If for some reason they become like an OTK based deck, somehow they OTK, then I might add in Battle Faders because
I play against a friend of mine who used that deck, and that deck doesn't really have an OTK move to it. It's a very slow deck, but it grinds it out. Yes, no.
It's a utility deck.
It's not Blackwing, because Blackwing has a lot of OTK combos. Yes, it's a stun deck, yes, you can say yes. But it's like a gadget deck, because except for like, Ultimate Offering.
From what I've seen of the deck, it reminds me of like Sabers a little bit, because it commands a lot of field presence. Like, he just throws a bunch of monsters on the field, and it forces you to play around all that stuff. And if you can't, then you lose. And that's the way I feel when I play the deck. So, probably to eliminate some of the field presence, I might sign like summon limits or something, so they can't really do a lot of derping on the field, stuff like that. Other than that, I don't see why it'd be too much. I think Dustin becomes really broken at this point because you can just pop their cards before they set them up or whatever, and it's almost like popping Abyss Spear or whatever. So
if you MST the Rhoda, it doesn't go off. Right?
Yeah,
it's continuous.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your deck in this format, late format, before the next format starts?
Yeah, a lot of people say I shouldn't run this deck because everybody's like, oh, Macro Rabbit is meta call right now. So I'm like, you know what? Every deck has a flaw. Every deck could be beaten. So I'm not gonna change the deck I play because somebody wants to go and ride Macro Rabbit. So I made adjustments, and I've played 2 Macro Rabbit decks. This is last week at the local, and I 2-0'd both of them. So, and I played my friend Jose for fun, and I mean, me and him went back and forth, but I still won against him, and he ran Macro Rabbit. So, it's not about what people think. If you side deck right, you should automatically you should have a better chance of winning. That's all I say. Better side decking. That's what it comes down to.
Wait. I forgot that. I have a question. I forgot what I was going to ask. Do you want to shout out? I don't know. Any more stuff?
Shout out to Centano. He knows who he is. He kind of put me onto the idea of the spy engine, but I didn't really put Lava Chain and spies together until my friend was trying to get the card, and I read it, and I looked at the card, and I'm just like, wow, I can apply this to the engine I'm running now. And then I was just like thinking about combos I could do with it, and I noticed that I can do ridiculousness turn 2 or 3 with Lava Chain. It's gonna make this deck really good. So shout out to Santano. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry.
Well, it's Nikolai, so he knows.
So shout out to Nikolai. There we go.
There you go. Make it much better.
Yeah. Shout out to Nikolai. Thank you, man. Trust me, it's the best change I made to this deck since I picked it up. So.
One last question before we sign off.
Last request. If anybody has Super Night Assailant, this guy wants it.
Well, that's.
I want Super Night Assailant. If you got it, hit me up.
I mean, speaking about that,
and you can gladly hit me up on my channel, Cast Marvel 41. I'm on there.
Spell that for me, cause
Cast Marvel 41.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
No. Spell for the camera. The people who want to, who do actually watch the video can actually.
I'm sorry. It's CHAOS Marvel Marvel 41.
All right. That was your last question. That was not my last question.
Okay.
My last question is, how long does it take you to blink out your deck? Because your deck is 40, almost 40 blink out, which is costing.
It took me a while. There's still some cards in here that I still need to get better rarities of. Like obviously Thunder King is common, and I just put him in like last week as you know to try him out. Let's see what else I'm missing. Ultra Red Eyes. If I want to go hard, Ultra BLS. But other than that, I mean, the deck is fully blinged out to the as I can see. Ulti that.
And I like about being the last question. What do you think of you? Do you consider yourself to be as a rarity whore?
Yeah.
I mean, every player consider themselves to be unless they are a vendor or whatever. But because like a player tend to have the feeling that they want to max out their deck. At the moment, my deck is Dino Rabbit, and I'm trying to get all the
Lowest
max
value?
Yeah, like no, the highest.
Highest value stuff?
Yeah, that's why. So you don't care, right? Because a lot of people don't care. So
Yeah, a lot of people do not care.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's cool too. But you know, this is the deck I play. And this is the deck I'm probably gonna keep until they probably
get hit.
But I
you
mean,
think-
honestly,
Do you think they will get hit by the next format or no?
You think BLS is gonna get hit at all?
no. The format is balanced. Like honestly, like BLS is not like, oh well. If you top deck it, obviously everybody's gonna get mad because they're like, oh well, I lost the BLS. Well, no, you didn't lose the BLS. You lost because you put yourself in a situation to lose the BLS. If you made your plays better, you wouldn't lost the BLS. So it's not about the card itself. It's just people need to learn to put themselves in better situations so they don't lose the cards like that. Back to the whole, I mean, Light Pulsar is the only thing I probably would see possibly getting hit, but people found lots of ways to get around him. Like, a lot of times I don't even get this effect off, but I still win. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a soft lock at best. It's not like one of those hardcore locks where like I'll go Light Pulsar Red Eyes and I automatically win. No, people have got around that stuff, and I had to, I was forced to play other cards to win. And it's so, at the end of the day, this format is balanced. Like, because every deck can be beaten by a certain deck. You know what I'm saying? Every deck has their weaknesses and strengths. So it's all about just fixing your deck to the best you can do it to. So.
All right. Last comment? No last comment? Oh, because we're going
Yeah. That's about it, man.
All right. Thanks a lot for the interviews.
Yeah.
Sign out.